Hello and a very warm welcome to the brand new edition of To The Point. I'm Kriti Mishra, and on today's show, I have Commodore Siddharth Mishra, Chairman and Managing Director of Bharat Dynamics Limited. Commodore Mishra, welcome to Raj Sabha Television, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
So, Bharat Dynamics Limited has been the manufacturing base for guided missiles and allied defense equipment. It strives to be the leading manufacturer in the aerospace and underwater weapon industries. But it is a different war that we are waging right now against the fatal enemy called COVID-19. How is BDL leading the war against COVID-19?
See, madam, Bharat Dynamics Limited, as you said, that we are the one of the defense public sector undertaking which are involved in manufacturing of missiles and underwater weapons. When this COVID-19 started, and Ministry of Defense has given a lot of impetus on development of various types of ventilators, PPE equipment, sanitizers, and DRDO is working a lot on this direction. So we started working, and we have a tie-up. We have signed a MOU with IIT Kanpur and a company called Noka Robotics of Pune. And through that, we have started a prototype manufacturing. So the prototype has been made. Three of them are ready, and these three ventilators are ventilators which can be used for invasive as well as non-invasive ventilators, in which it can be used in ICU. And these machines are ready. We have started testing. In-house testing has already been started, and from 7th onwards, we will be testing it in a hospital. Two private hospitals in Pune, and also we are trying to tie up with Armed Forces Medical College. We have given a request to Director General Armed Forces Medical Services, and they have taken up the case with AFMC, and most probably we will get it tested in AFMC also. In the meanwhile, we have already started procurement of material, and we will be ready for manufacturing of these materials and the entire ventilator by May. So by June, we will be able to make at least 1,500 ventilators, and July again 1,500 ventilators, and if the requirement be, we can ramp up our production facility also. I also wanted to tell you that this ventilators has been recently approved by a committee which has been made by Ministry of Health and Welfare. It is a committee which is going to approve the technical specifications. So the technical specifications has been approved by Director General Life Sciences. He is the chairman of this committee, and now we are ready for manufacturing of these items. As soon as prototype gets cleared by hospitals, we are ready. Also, we are going to put an RFP has been made by HLL Limited on behalf of Government of India. So we are going to put our bid there also, so that in case there is a requirement, they can place order to us, and we will be able to manufacture these ventilators. In addition to the ventilators, we have also through our open source design, we have manufactured a item called CPAP. It is a continuously positive air pressure. It is given to a patient who requires a positive pressure for breathing assistance. It is totally manual. It is controlled by, it is used, it has to be a manual intervention. A human is supposed to be measuring the testing and manipulating this entire flow of air. So this material is also been manufactured. In fact, I have this already with me. So this is the item in which normal air will be put and oxygen will be put. It will be controlled from these two knobs, and with this, patients can be, in case there is a large scale of requirement of patients needing some breathing help. So this can be used, CPAP can be utilized for this type of requirement. So this is also we have already manufactured, kept it ready. In case there is a requirement, we can help to fight COVID-19, and we will help Government of India to be ready at any scale in case there is a requirement.
Commodore Mishra, you're making very imperative points there in terms of the products, but help us understand the entire process of developing a prototype for manufacturing.
See, what happens that we were not into manufacturing of ventilators, but we all have the capacity as well as capability of understanding mechanism and do the design as well as testing mechanism. So our people are competent enough and they are proficient in this type of job. So what has happened that IIT Kanpur, along with its a company called Noka Robotics, they were trying to develop this technology from beginning. So what they have done, they created something. We also help them in converting it into from a design to a manufacturing model. So this is how we have done this. Noka Robotics is the prime designer of this, and I will give it to them that these young startup company who has in a very short time designed this entire equipment, and it is a very good product. It can be utilized as a ICU ventilator. So as soon as the prototype gets manufactured, we are going to test it on an artificial lung and artificial heart, and based on the testing then we will in case there is some requirement of tweaking in software, in case we have to do some changes in the hardware, we'll carry out that, and when we are confirmed that it can be used on a live patient, it will be used on a live patient, and after that it gets cleared by a hospital. Based on that we will start manufacturing.
Absolutely, sir. You said that this project will be completed with the help of a startup you're appreciating on record as well. The world is looking at startups to leverage their technology, their innovative ideas, low-cost measures against this fight in coronavirus. How do you see the growth trajectory of Indian startups?
See, madam, in defense PSUs, Ministry of Defense has started an organization called IDEX, the Innovation in Defense Excellence. So, in that atmosphere, we have been all defense PSUs have worked very positively in this. In fact, we in Hyderabad there is another incubator called T Hub, Telangana Hub. We are associated with that. In fact, we have put 3-4 people of BDL in that to understand what all types of items these youngsters are designing, these startups are designing, whether we can use those technology. In addition, in case where we have some technical gap of design, we give them a job to carry out this type of work. In fact, a lot of people have worked in the artificial intelligence, and towards this, we have given 4 projects to not only T-Hub, there is an organization called Triple IT Hyderabad, with which whom we have signed a MOU. So 4 projects we have given. Out of 4, almost 3 are ready. So these 3 projects can be utilized for our product, and we will be selling it to Government of India, or there is a requirement whosoever needs that.
Absolutely.
So startups have got a very bright future, and in fact, Government of India has created a very good environment for them to begin, and we are all supporting it, and I'm sure these are going to become the mainstream of manufacturing and design of various technologies.
Kamina Mishra, you made another legit point about emerging technologies. And taking a cue from what you said, I'd just like to understand, how do we take the benefit of these emerging technologies in this fight, especially leveraging technologies like, as you mentioned, artificial intelligence and big data?
See, madam, you must have seen the Arogya Setu, which has been launched by Government of India. And this can be utilized, and I'm sure they must be utilizing big data in this, and the entire analysis, and also coming out to conclusion for the entire country, that how do we fight this coronavirus case, is one of the example of AI and big data utilization and software utilization. And on similar lines, various startups are working in this field, and new technologies, for example, this big data, your artificial intelligence, and in fact, Industry 4.0. A lot of people are working on this field. In fact, we have started Industry 4.0 implementation in our factory. In a few of the missiles which are in large number of anti-tank guided missiles, we are implementing it in the assembly line. This is going to help us in reducing the timelines as well as cost of the missile manufacturing. So all these new technologies which are emerging, and which has been, we are able to assimilate it, and we are able to convert it into our normal manufacturing process. So we have achieved a lot of good things in this field.
Absolutely, sir. Before the lockdown, I understand that BDL had massive export targets. Now that the entire supply chain has been disrupted, how do you see the manufacturing capabilities?
See, madam, we have last year we made around 177 crores of export to one of the our friendly foreign country. We already had created the entire infrastructure with our vendor base for supply chain management, and that entire thing is now available. We will not be able to, we will not face any problem in manufacturing of these items which are already orders which we have already got. But yes, now this is an opportunity also for us. Now, a lot of developed countries are facing serious problem. However, we will be able to manufacture high quality and latest technological weapon systems, and we will be able to sell it to various countries which are requiring, so our export can be increased. In fact, Prime Minister has given a huge target to us. Ministry of Defence has put almost 10% from our revenue of operation. So we are trying hard, and we are using various ways and means of using our defense attaches abroad for helping us in getting export orders. And we are very offensively working in this field, and I'm sure we will be successful.
Sir, also, I'd like to understand, in this situation, you've realigned your manufacturing capability. How difficult or how easy it is to do so?
Actually, realignment of our manufacturing facility is not a serious problem, because it is electromechanical device, these ventilators, if you are hinting at that. It is an electromechanical device, and the missile technology is also electromechanical device, much more complicated, much more and highly technical, technology intensive. Our manpower is highly motivated, and they're highly skilled people. So they have got no problem in adopting this and changing our one of the assembly lines. In fact, one assembly line which right now was not being utilized, we have utilized that for this particular purpose.
Absolutely, sir. And also the fact that you're working right now, working day and night, developing this prototype, ventilators, how are you observing the social distancing norms in all the premises of BDL?
In fact, madam, we are very seriously ensuring that social distancing is created. All requirements of sanitization, all how our people are entering into office. I can show you in case see how these people are entering our premises. That proper 6 feet distance is being maintained. All our premises are getting sanitized before we open. In fact, we opened yesterday only, whereas very few people used to come for this work of ventilators. Now, yesterday onwards, our company has been opened, whereas we are utilizing 33% of our manpower. When they are entering, they have been scanned properly with the remote temperature device. They are sanitized. Their hands are sanitized. There are we have made chambers which are in which automatically we spray sanitizers for vehicles. So entire vehicle gets sanitized, and then these people enter. We are also not using any hand. Uh, 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 we are not using any this thumb
Okay.
print devices for entry and biometrics. Basically, we are not using any biometric devices for entry point. And when they come inside, in our assembly line, we have ensured that the proper social distancing is maintained. One person is working on one table, and the other table is around 6 feet away from there. And mostly when the people are changing the part from one place to other, they are using gloves. So we are taking a lot of precautions for this, so that we are able to fight COVID-19 when we are working also.
Absolutely, sir. And also help us understand that how do you propose to ramp up your production in the post-lockdown period?
Madam, that's not what we are thinking is, as soon as we have opened up now, we are first is our major challenge will be the supply chain management. See, all our vendors who are going to give us the raw material, those who are give us the small assemblies, sub assemblies, the few things we also import from other countries. So we are in constant touch with these vendors and our suppliers, and we are conducting various webinars. We are talking to them on video conferencing. We are trying to help them in case they require any testing facility. We tell them to come and use our testing facility, so that we can ramp up our production. We are also trying to, in case as soon as our products and our raw materials come, we will convert it 33% in one shift. So we will run 3 shifts for ensuring that the entire production is ramped up, and we come to whatever targets we have got, we have made for this year.
Absolutely, sir. And before we end this conversation, I'd just like to know how is BDL helping in terms of other activities in this time of coronavirus?
Madam, in fact, our first thing is as soon as this thing has started, we have contributed around 8.3 crores from our CSR fund to PM CARES fund. Also, we have given 70 lakh rupees from our one-day salary of each and every employees. In addition, we are supplying around for 500 people from one unit. They are giving food to various migrant workers and people who are on need. So we are supplying them food. In addition, we are also supplied, our people have contributed money, and from our Vizag unit, they have given around 70,000 rupees to buy PPE and sanitizers to one government hospital. In addition, that we are also manufacturing a lot of sanitizers for our own use, and this can because we have got some chemical workshop from where we manufacture this, and we have been doing it. So this is how we are trying to help the society at large, as well as our own people.
Absolutely, sir. So we understand that defense public sector firms are diverting their production lines helping out in this hour of crisis. So for you, from being a manufacturing base for guided missiles and allied defense equipment to manufacturing a prototype, it's a journey which is worth commending. Thank you so much, Commodore Mishra, for joining us and giving us those important inputs.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.